Well, good day to all of our awesome internet friends, family, and following. If you're new to our training, we like to start all of our training off with something that's nice and picturesque. We're going to talk about the Bitcoin space, the Digi markets, as we like to refer to it, and something that we're seeing in the Digi markets for you to keep your eye on. We're in the Cook Islands for our mental vacation break, sponsored by Expedia, and this training that we're going to do over the next few moments is the type of training that you will come to expect with NetQube's financial research pod. There is a service that is going to be integrated into NetQube, one of the offers called Digi Millionaires. I'm the developer of Digi Millionaires. We've been trading. We've been in the financial market since '94. When we got licensed in the mutual fund space. We've been trading in some form or fashion since 1999. Stock market, 99. Forex, we began that in 2003. Binary and Nadex options. And now we're fully immersed in what's referred to as the Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency space. We refer to this entire space as Digi. Okay, now what I wanted to do today is in the morning, and we've had some nice potential development in the Digi markets overnight. I'm going to take you to a Forex chart. Okay, I'm going to take you to a Forex chart, and this looks like a lot of stuff. All right, and I want to make this as simple for our Joe and Susie averages. By the way, as you follow what we do in Digi Millionaires, you're never going to have to learn all this kind of stuff. But this is something that I do so that we can educate our audience and make it very simple for them. Now, what you see here is a Forex chart with Bitcoin trading against the U.S. Dollar. For those of you that are already or have attempted something in the Digi space, we know in 2017 there were a lot of offers that came about that were crap offers. That took people's money and ran. We're not talking about anything like that. You want to have your own Digi portfolio that you own and control. Let me just hit this real quickly. For instance, if you go back from January 1, 2017 through December 31, 2017, okay, Bitcoin has increased in value, increased from $963 a Bitcoin. By the end of the year, it was at $13,170. Now, it's off of those highs now. But what we have seen in this Bitcoin space is we see that the markets go up, and then they come crashing down. And then and sometimes it may take some time before they come back up, but then they ultimately go back to their previous highs and make newer highs. This is what we've seen. We've been in the Bitcoin space since 2014. And so this is what we have seen over and over and over and over and over again. All right. The markets love to do deja vu. They like to either retreat to an area that they've traded before, if they're giving back, if they go down. But then ultimately, once they find footing, they like to go back to their previous highs and then test those highs. It may take a while before they actually break through. But once they break through, they tend to go much higher. So for instance, Bitcoin, from January 1 last year, 2017, you bought Bitcoin at 963. By the end of the year, it was at 13,000 and some change. You were up $12,000 in profits. Now, where else are you going to go and have the ability to potentially, maybe, perhaps, all of our disclaimers, do 12 times your money? 1,268% return is basically 12.68 times your money. So $1,000 invested in Bitcoin January 1, 2017 to December 31st, 2017 would have made $12,675. But it's not just Bitcoin. That's the thing we've got to get. It's not just Bitcoin. Ethereum in that same time frame was up 8,600%. That's 86 times your money. Ripple was up 32,000%. That's 323 times your money. Just $1,000 in Ripple at 6/10 of a penny on January 1, 2017. By December 31st, 2017, was $212. $1,000 invested in Ripple would have made you $323,000 in profits. Just in profits. As a matter of fact, we selected here 20 assets. Had you had the wherewithal to invest $1,000 into these 20 assets, all right, that's 20 grand. I know not everybody's got 20 grand, and this is where NetQube is going to come into play to help you to start to generate some revenue so that you can start developing, if you desire, start developing your own Digi portfolio. Now, the things that we teach as a part of Digi Millionaires will not have you sending your hard-earned Digi assets, your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your Litecoin to a third party. You are going to own and control your own portfolio. But just look at this, ladies and gentlemen. $1,000 per asset times these 20 assets inside of 12 months could have made you a Digi millionaire. Okay? All right. So now, with that being said, the markets have been in a downtrend since about January the 7th is when many of these assets saw their peak. And really ever since that time, the markets have been coming down. Now, we started instituting strategies with our audience where even when the market comes down, our audience can massively profit even when the markets go down. However, we may be seeing a changing of the winds here. All right, so here's what's been happening here. The market's been going down, and we've drawn a number of lines here. These lines represent areas of congestion where the market, remember, the market loves to deja vu. It loves to either retreat to an area that it's been to before. So if we do this here, you'll see going way back in October, all right, there was this area of congestion here. There was this area of congestion here. So we drew this line based on some things that were happening way back in October. And look how the market, all right, likes to retreat, all right. There was this line that we drew way back here. You see how the market came and it retreated to this area before bouncing off of this. We would call this a level of support, okay, and then starting to go higher. However, what we have seen over the past couple of months is that the market has been hitting certain ceilings that we would call resistance. All right, now, what we did, we had a webinar for our Digi Millionaire members just a few days ago, and we alerted them to this particular line here that could serve as what we would call support. Now, let me blow this up a little bit here, okay? All right, so this line right here that we would call an intermediate line of support, meaning we believed that the market was going to retreat to this area, okay? We had done a webinar right off of this, somewhere in this arena, and we said, hey, ladies and gentlemen, you know, it's likely she's going to try to come and retreat to this area, and hopefully she holds as support and bounces up. If not, then she's going to go to another area, and we let them know where we thought that might go. And you can see here the market has played around with this line here, okay? Now, the blue candle represents the market being up for that day. The red candle represents the market being down for the day. Now, as I'm recording this, we still have about another 10 hours, maybe 11 hours before this candle closes out for the trading day. All right, but you can see that she has bounced off of this level of support. Now, this line that we had drawn here was also a level of congestion, but since she had fallen through this line, this black line here, this represents a ceiling. This represents now a level of resistance. So it is a potential positive development that she's breaking through this level of intermediate resistance. Now, we want to see her hold there for the entire trading day. All right, that's going to be very key. If she can hold above about the $7,200 level on Bitcoin, then that would be a positive a sign that maybe we could see some upward movement. Now, if she does that, she's likely going to want to test the $7,800 level. Why? That's been a level of congestion in the past. Markets love deja vu. All right, so if she goes to 7,800, we wouldn't be surprised if she hit her head and maybe even falls back down. But if she's changing her character and she can pierce through 7,800, then she's going to try to go to this line here, about 8,400. If she can pierce through that, then 9,200. Okay, so this is the type of things that we share with our audience. Well, why is this important if you're going to be holding on to Bitcoin long term? Why does this even matter? Because there are ways that you can take advantage of the ebbs and the flows of the market to increase your Bitcoin holdings even when the market is going down. Even when the market is going down, to ultimately, without putting any new money into the market, to increase your Bitcoin holdings so that when Bitcoin does now move into a bullish range where it's going up more than it is going down, that you've got more Bitcoin holdings. And those are the types of things that we'll teach you in Digi Millionaires. All right, here's what you want to do, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not yet become taking advantage of the private placement in NetQube, you definitely want to do so. Somebody got you this, or maybe you stumbled across it in social media or what have you. There's likely somebody who's maybe leveraging this particular video content to share with the audience. There's likely a link of theirs in the info box where you can go on and you can register with them with NetQube. NetQube is a paltry outlay of only $199 for the year. And that's going to allow you to come in, and ultimately there's going to be just a myriad of products and services and offers. Essentially, NetQube allows you to become more like a super affiliate, where there's just a wide range of matter of fact, let me see if I can bring this up real quickly. Give me a moment here. There's just going to be just a huge, I don't have it here. I thought I had it up. I was working on something. There we go. A huge assortment of different offers. We're talking about major brands. And the purpose of NetQube was designed with Joe and Susie average in mind. By the way, did you hear that lyrical miracle? Often my audience refers to me as a lyrical miracle. NetQube was designed with Joe and Susie average in mind. My gosh, that hip-hop mogul. All right, so you're going to want to connect with whoever got this training to you. If you're seeing it on social media, they probably have a link associated with it. $199 a year, paltry outlay for everything that NetQube is going to provide for you. And ultimately, our Digi Millionaire system is going to be integrated as one of the brands, or one of the, I'm an advertiser. All right. NetQube is creating a platform where advertisers can get their message out to their targeted audience. And so we've developed a system called Digi Millionaires designed to get you to Digi Millionaire status in the next 3 to 5 years while you hold on to your assets. No more sending to a third-party company and hoping that they're going to pay you like they say they're going to pay you, only for them to run away like a thief in the middle of the night. No more of that. The best way for you to become a Digi Millionaire, and we believe that every single person that follows the things that we'll be teaching, got to put all my asterisks and ifs and ands and buts and all of my disclaimers, okay? We believe that everyone can become a Digi Millionaire no matter what your financial situation is in the next 3 to 5 years is what our game plan is. Can't promise that, but that's what our game plan is. And you can see that if you just had a few bucks to work with last year, my gosh, here was an asset. Bitcoin, 12 times your money, all right, 1,268% return. But it's not just Bitcoin. Ethereum, 8,600%. Ripple, 32,000%. Litecoin, 4,900%. By the way, when you see these percentages here, okay, if you were to take an imaginary decimal and move it 2 places to the left, that would tell you how much your money would have grown by a factor of. In other words, had you invested in some Ripple that you own, that you controlled, okay, when it was at 0.6 of a penny, it got to $2.12, okay, that represented a 32,000% return. If you took a imaginary decimal and moved it 2 places to the left, that means that your money would have grown by a factor of 323 times, i.e. $1,000 invested in Ripple times 323.16 means that you would have had $323,000 worth of profit in 12 months. So it's not just Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. Monero, 23.9 times your money. Ethereum Classic, 17.72 times your money. Dash, 88.55 times your money in 12 months. Now, we can't promise. We don't know if this year is going to shape up being like 2017. I will tell you that if you do a little research, which is what we've done, you'll find that most of the Digi assets that exploded last year did not start off the year exploding. We started to see an explosion of these asset prices about the same time last year. End of March, 1st of April, we saw many of these altcoins like NIM take off. NIM did 25,000% last year. $1,000 in this one asset could have generated $250,000. All right, so here's what you want to do. You want to, if you have not already taken advantage of the private placement of NetQube, you're going to want to do so. Our Digi Millionaire system is being integrated inside of NetQube, so that ultimately the only way you're even going to be able to get access to Digi Millionaires is through NetQube. Now, you won't necessarily have to join NetQube, but you'll only be able to access it ultimately through somebody who is a NetQube associate, is a NetQube brand advocate. So you know what that probably means? Go on and just get your Katuti in NetQube right now. $199 a year. All right, no monthly subscription. Now, once Digi Millionaires is integrated, if you want to be a part of Digi Millionaires, it will have its own monthly subscription. That's still being worked out with NetQube to go through their income model and all that other good stuff. But hopefully you've seen that this is just one piece of what NetQube is going to offer. Imagine myriad a difference of products and services across a myriad niches, what NetQube refers to as research pods. All right, I've spoken enough. You've heard enough. Go on and connect with the person that got you this video. Join them in NetQube, and then start to follow so that you'll see what happens as we start to integrate, as they start to integrate Digi Millionaires ultimately into NetQube. We love each and every one of you. Let's change the world together, starting with yours. Let's get you to Digi. My gosh! Millionaire status. We'll see you in NetQube and in Digi Millionaires. Have a phenomenal day.